Well, howdy there, Internet people, it's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's shutdown causing the GOP to feel the heat. As Republicans try to play the blame game and pin the shutdown on Democrats, they're running into a very real and tangible issue. The Democrats are right. States around the country are getting glimpses of what healthcare will cost if Republicans get their way and stop the ACA tax credits from being extended. On October 15th, the very red state of Idaho got its first look. Pat Kelly, executive director of Your Health Idaho, said, quote, "The net premium, or the amount the consumer pays after the tax credit has been applied, has increased about 75%. Ouch. That's making Republicans incredibly nervous, and some believe the situation they're creating is something they may not even be able to gerrymander their way out of. They're in a no-win situation now. If they don't extend the tax credits, Republicans are responsible for jacking up the cost of health care. If they do extend them, it looks like they cave to Democrats and shut down the government for nothing." Republican Representative David Valadao of California said, quote, "I think the reality is, if costs go up under our control, it could have an impact on us. I get that there's some in leadership who don't like hearing it, but there's no denying it. Just watching rates go up and pointing fingers is not what we should be doing in our position." Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska said, quote, "I think it's time for both Republicans and Democrats to be sitting down together to talk about how do we end this impasse. There's not really anything to negotiate. Either protect people's health care or don't." She also seems to have pointed the finger at leadership, saying, quote, "I think everyone recognizes that the president plays a very significant role in something like a shutdown." Senator Hawley said, quote, "If we don't do anything, their premiums are going to almost double. They're too high right now. We're talking about working people. So it's just, we've got to do something. This is totally unaffordable." The pressure is building on Republican leadership to give up their shutdown and protect people's health care. So, what's the likely Republican move? There was always room for modification of the tax credits in some way. Capping them for wealthier people was something we talked about on the channel, I think before the shutdown even started. But what Republicans will try to do is pick a minor modification and make it seem like that's what they were really fighting against the whole time, and hope the least informed of their base will believe it and repeat it long enough so other Republicans will buy it. Honestly, that kind of seems like their only move at this point. But make no mistake about it. The Republican Party shut down the government over one man's ego, and a policy that it certainly appears like they're going to end up supporting after they've hurt Americans and the economy. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.